In this video, I'm gonna show you how I use n8n to automate my thumbnail creation process, because actually this single automation produces these perfect thumbnails on autopilot without me doing anything, because anytime I submit new form with new idea, I get the thumbnail, I check if the quality is great, and then, I receive perfect projects at once. As I told you, to build this system, we'll be using n8n. And if you're considering if it's worth to watch this video to the end, remember n8n is one of the most popular tools right now on the internet. AI automations are changing everything. You can automate all of your processes with this single application. So it's really worth to watch this video to the end, because I will be showing you how to build this entire automation from scratch. So I will guide you through all of the steps we have inside. I will have for you the instructions and the template. So for the clarity, I put all of the resources for this video inside our AI Agents Accelerator. Inside the classroom, you can find YouTube resources, and then you can find YouTube thumbnail creator. So all of the instructions, all of the notes explained, and also, JSON file to download and then import inside n8n. And now with all that being said, let me guide you through all of the steps inside this automation to create all of these beautiful thumbnails. So right now I can go here, and firstly even let me show you how it works. So when we click on execute workflow, we are triggering the form submission, and there you just provide a title for your thumbnail. That also will be on this thumbnail, so the entire caption. For an example, I can type full, let's say ChatGPT course. Full ChatGPT course. After I do this, after I click on submit, then it goes through all of the steps. So it gets my character, actually the image of myself. Then we'll be basing on it. However, this is the disclaimer. Actually, it won't be 100% similar. I only wanted to provide my images to get the expressions, and just create kind of similar character with the similar expressions. However, we analyze our characters, we get them from Google Drive. Then also I provided here the steps that actually analyze your specific thumbnails you provided. So let's say you've got your specific thumbnails you like, and then I gave them inside Google Drive. So also we'll be analyzing it, and then we'll be using this data inside our prompt AI agent. So we just say, hey, okay, I like these designs. Also, I've got some specific images. So it works by this way. So in general, we are using OpenAI node to analyze our characters and also designs. Then what we do, we aggregate all of the data, because we've got 5 items sent here. Because obviously here, let's say we've got 5 different images of our characters and 2 examples of the thumbnails. Now our AI agent is analyzing all of the data. So here, as you can notice, we've got pretty long prompt. We give the title, we give our, again, the title, description, images description. So it generates for us the prompt. And now we've got the loop. So here we generate our image. Then after we do this, we get the URL. We just exactly prepare the data for OpenAI model that analyzes this image and tells us if the image is high quality, or even we don't have any truncated text. All of the elements are at the point. And then if it's true, we save the data inside Google Sheets. And then we go ahead with another item, because we'll be creating at once 2 variations of thumbnails. If not, and this image, let's say is bad, we've got some truncated text, a bad quality, let's say, details, then we go ahead again to generate image node that generates another image. And again, we check right here. Let me show you. Right here, we check if this image is correct or not. After it's done inside Google Drive, we've got our thumbnail. So this is the first one, and this is the second one. Actually, it's great. We've got high quality elements. We've got, our character, which is pointing on our caption. It's so nice. So now let's start from the beginning. Firstly, we've got on form submission. And here the trigger is actually the node that indicates, okay, hey, please, if something happens, please start the automation and just continue with further steps inside. So we've got on form submission, and inside what I have, YouTube thumbnail designer. This is the title of the form. We've got a description and only one field, which is video title, and here we've got a text, so element type. We just provide only the title. After the trigger, we've got our 2 paths. The first one is for analyzing characters and the second one for analyzing thumbnails examples. So in the first one, we've got firstly the Google Drive node to actually search for the specific folder. So I've got the folder which is my photos, and when I go ahead here, I just uploaded my photos right there. So what we do, we just get these photos inside our automation. Then we download them right away. So we've got the resource, which is file, operation download, and we just provide the ID. Simply what you can do, you can take the ID from the previous step and just provide it here, drag and drop. It's pretty simple. And afterwards, let me delete it. Afterwards, you can view the files at the right side of the page because here we've got the outputs. We can view them. So we can see actually if we extracted them properly, that's great. And then what we do, we actually send 5 images inside our OpenAI model that analyzes these images. So we've got the resource, which is image, operation, analyze image, text input. So we've got the entire prompt. And if you go ahead to our community, right here, you can see you've got the entire prompt to copy. So, it works by this way. What we have here, a professional YouTube thumbnail strategist, analyze the uploaded creator image with the goal of helping another AI agent generate a personalized thumbnail around this person. So we've got all of the details. You can stop the video and read it, or even copy it from our community. I will put the link to our community in the resources of this material, so feel free to check it out. What we have next, we actually provide input type, which is binary file, and we provide the data because the name of the files is data. And then what we get, we've got our 5 items. So 5 images analyzed by our OpenAI node. Afterwards, we have our aggregate node that takes the entire content and puts it inside one item. Because as you can see right here, from analyze characters step, we've got 5 items. And then we want to actually, turn it into something, some variable we can provide inside our AI agent. So I've got aggregate node again inside input field name. There what we do, we provide the choices. Actually not, we pick the content here. So if I delete it, again, you can see I pick the content. I just provide the content. And after I do this, I've got all of my images descriptions inside one item. Also, I enabled the rename field node, so we can rename the variable name. And the variable is this specific block that has some specific name. So let's say we've got a content, role, refusal, and any other variables. However, I wanted to provide the new name, which is images description, okay? And the similar process is for the next path. However, here we analyze our thumbnails. So this automation is exceptional, because it analyzes your examples, then it produces the prompt, and even it checks for the quality of an image. Majority of automations to generate YouTube thumbnails on the internet you will find actually doesn't have all of these steps, safety nets, because this is kind of the safety net. If we have bad quality, we provide another image until we get something nice. So again, you won't find this exact automation on the internet. It's pretty unique. Yeah, I built it from scratch, so it works by this way. I actually spend a lot of time on doing that. So we've got the next path, which is for getting thumbnails examples, analyzing them. So let me show you. We've got ready thumbnails. We've got thumbnails I like. I provided some of my thumbnails. For an example, this is one of them, okay? So we just based on this data. Then what we do, we use the merge node. That is pretty straightforward. It just connects our 2 paths, and then it gives the data to our prompt AI agent. So here we provide the prompt, system message, output parser, and model. Let me guide you through. In the prompt, we say, generate 2 various slightly different prompts. So this is the message for our AI model. It's pretty straightforward. It's like you're speaking with ChatGPT, okay? For the system message, you are training your model. You say, okay, behave in that way, in that specific way, do this, okay? So we've got a purpose, how it works. Then we've got to build a prompt for thumbnail generation. So I'm just speed running the entire process. However, you can stop the video, read it, and even copy that from our community. You've got all of the prompts right here prepared for prompt AI agent, then how to connect, for an example, HTTP request. So I strongly encourage you to check it out. Also, we've got in the classroom 30 hours n8n beginner to pro course. Inside, you can find a lot of value. As you can notice, we've got section about the theory, basic automations, social media, content AI agents, business and support AI agent, advanced automations, a lot of them, as you can notice, MCP. So feel free to check it out. But let's move on. So this agent simply creates for us, the entire prompt. I won't read it for now. Let's move on. For the chat model, what we do, we provide our chat model right here. I'm using GPT 4.1 mini. I'm also using structured output parser. So this is the entire code. To provide it, you need to require specific output parser, and then you can provide the specific node. Okay. What I do next, I provide the node, which is loop. We would like to loop over items. That means how many items we have. This is the amount of the loop iterations we'll have. So we've got 2 items given to loop. Then we'll have we'll have 2 loop iterations. And then what we do, we provide our specific step for generating images. We are using a GPT image1 model. So inside we've got the method, which is post URL. We provide the specific URL. You can find it right here. So you can copy, like you've got all of the instructions, okay? So you can copy this URL. You've got send headers enabled, authentication. So exactly everything explained, parameters. But now let me move on here. So we've got right there our authentication, and I'm using predefined credential type, OpenAI account. So inside you just need to provide your API key, and that's pretty it. That's why that's how you connect your OpenAI account. You click send body. In the body content type, you've got the JSON using fields below, and here we've got specific parameters. So firstly, the model. We provide this exact value that indicates that we want to use GPT image1. For the prompt, we are using this specific variable. So let me show you. We use the prompt from our AI agent. If I provide it here, you can see it works. So in general, it also could have worked. However, for now, we've got it highlighted on red. But we've got here the prompt, the size. So we would like to pick it as horizontal 1. And the quality, which is high. So as a default, it's high. However, it's for testing purposes. Because obviously you can download this specific template in our community. However, if you had to recreate this entire automation, you would need to run like this project a lot of times. And remember, actually, the cost of generating the thumbnail is 17 cents. Okay, it's 17 cents approximately. Maybe let's say 20, because actually here we've got other steps for OpenAI. I haven't counted it. However, it's pretty cheap. The biggest cost is 17 cents for generating one image with high quality. So just count it as 20 cents for one thumbnail, which is very cheap. Okay, so after this step, we generate our image. We get our code, so we need to somehow turn it into the file. We are using the node which is convert to file node. And then actually what we do, we just provide this specific variable. So simply we just drag and drop it here. And afterwards, we've got our thumbnail. Okay, this is our thumbnail, which is so great, actually. We created it in a matter of seconds. Perfect. Then what we do, we provide 2 paths. With the first path, we get image URL. I'm using Cloudinary, which is an awesome application. And now let me show you how we can do this. Go ahead to our community. And here we've got get image URL. Copy this specific URL. Just paste it here. And now what's very important. Inside your cloud name, you need to provide your cloud name. How to do this? Go ahead to cloudinary.com. Click on get started. Just, sign up with your email. And after you do this, inside your account, right there at the top of the page, you should have your cloud name, or even in the home page, just copy the cloud name right here. Copy it, then go ahead here and just replace it. Perfect. Then what you do, you send a body and you pick body content type, which is from data. The first parameter is our n8n binary file. You provide the name, which is file, and the name, field name, which is data. For the next parameter, you've got form data, name, which is upload preset, provide the specific name, and for the value, you need to create your preset. If you go ahead to settings in the Cloudinary, let me close it, and you click on upload, you can actually create your preset. So at the right top corner, you click on add upload preset. Just name it as testing, unsigned. Actually, the name can be random, remember about it. Click on unsigned and click on save. And then just copy the name of your preset right here, right in this bracket. Click execute step and you're ready to go. For the next step in this path, actually another path, we've got Google Drive. So we want to upload this specific file inside our Google Drive, okay? So in that case, what we do, we provide the input data field name, which is data, and the file name, which is our title from our form submission. So let me show you inside the schema. You go ahead to on form submission, you pick video title, you drag and drop it here. That's perfect. And also you need to provide your very own drive. So I've got my drive, then I created the folder which is ready thumbnails. So simply just create your folder and then you can store your thumbnails. That's perfect. Again, we are using merge node that combines our two specific paths. Then we've got our split node, and actually it extracts for us specific URLs, because right there you can notice from these two paths, we've got 4 items inside the merge node, and merge node sends 4 items. So we've got, like the data for Google Drive files and then the image URLs, and we want to extract only URLs. So for this case, what I've done, I provided the name of the specific field I want to use. So here, this is this one. You can just drag and drop it there. Let me delete it, okay? And then after we do this, we've got only our URLs extracted. 2 items, that's perfect. And then what we want to do, we want to send these 2 items to our OpenAI again node that analyzes all of the stuff. For the resource, we've got image, operation, analyze image. And here we just provide our URL. So from the split out node, we provide the URL and we give the access to these images to our, node, OpenAI node. We've got the sophisticated prompt. So in general here, we've got check the following aspects of an image. Check if the image is only high quality, text is not truncated and nicely visible, character on the image is similar to the one of these descriptions. We've got this variable highlighted on red because we've got multiple items. And it would work in running the entire automation. However, right now, when we preview it and we send multiple items, it doesn't work. Simply, you can leave it. However, in general, if you wish, you can just rename, just change the item with first, and then you can make sure that it works. It shows the entire data. Okay, that's great. Also, this prompt you can find right here at the bottom. Perfect. So it checks if our image is high quality. If yes, it saves the data, and then it goes back to our loop. So it actually, let's say it created for us first image. It checked the data, and then it saved the data inside our Google Sheets. By the way, let me show you. Inside this Google Sheets, inside this Google Sheets template, we've got title and image URL for just storing these thumbnails. So again, if the quality is good, we go ahead, we save the data, and then we go right back to our loop that generates, actually that goes with the second iteration. So it generates the second image, second YouTube thumbnail. If the quality is bad, let me actually even show you. So here, what I've done, I provided the message content. So I dragged simply, where do we have it? I dragged simply this specific variable. Okay, so this specific variable right here. And then I said this variable should be equal to yes. Or this variable should be equal with yes to yes with big letter. It matters and it's kind of the safety net. because sometimes model can return for you. Even sometimes it won't like adhere to your instructions and it will provide something else. So maybe yes, with big letter it happens. So you wanna just provide this specific step to this stuff. So we check if the content is yes. If it's true, we go ahead here. If not, we go back to our step, and again the entire process runs again until we've got our image and until it's true. And I can say this is the entire automation. You can generate high quality thumbnails with this specific automation on autopilot. Even you can actually, if you are more familiar with n8n, you can think of customizing this template to trigger whenever you've got new, let's say, YouTube video, or you upload new draft and so on. So then it creates for you on autopilot your YouTube thumbnail. Nevertheless, if you have some video, you just simply execute the workflow. You provide a title and then you execute everything, within seconds. So it's great. So we can generate these beautiful, let me show you. We can generate these beautiful thumbnails. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to check out our AI Agents Accelerator. Inside we've got a tons of resources. We have 30 hours n8n course. We've got premium AI Agents templates, over 110 templates to use after you join. We've got, actually we have already started, we've got 100 members. So we know we've got our community. We are adding more value. We've got a lot of YouTube resources, as you can notice here. So let me show you. For an example, TikTok video machine. You've got all of the templates to download right there. Let's say you've got VO3 video creator. So all of the templates you've got to download. Again, I will put the link in the resources of this material. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.